Stipe Miocic is confident ahead of his fight against Jon Jones. Stipe says anybody who bets against him is going to lose money. Stipe also warns Jon Jones and doubters. He says he hits much harder than you'd think. Speaking to betonline.ag, Stipe said it took me a couple of fights, but after a while, I just stopped caring what everyone thought. I just don't care anymore. You think I'm going to lose? Good for you. You're going to waste a lot of money now. You're going to bet against me? You're going to lose some money. Sorry for that, but on to the next. I used to be around 240-ish in the Daniel Cormier fights. I just kept losing weight. I don't know. I was eating a ton of food. I just kept losing it. So we changed some things up in my camp, and I'm eating a lot more and doing the right things. I'm definitely over 240, so 245. I feel strong. I feel good. You get some bumps and bruises along the way, but it's training camp. Honestly, I feel great. My head's right where I need to be. I have a great team with me. We have a great team. At the gym and at home, I'm very lucky. I think my speed, my angles, I think my punching power will give him problems. I hit a lot harder than people think. I think I have a great IQ. I always change it up when something happens. I'll figure a way out. This fight means everything. I think this is what it's all about. It's what the fans want to see. It's a fight that he wanted, a fight that I wanted. Two of the best going at it. Nothing gets better than that. Last night after Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, Dana at the post-fight presser gave his reaction to Mike Bell scoring a 10-8 for Alexa Grasso. Dana describes it as the craziest he's ever seen in his life.
What were your thoughts on the title fight and how it played out?
So, I was on vacation when this thing happened, and I'm sitting in my house going, when I found out that one of the judges scored 10-8, I'm like, this guy should be investigated for this. This is the craziest I've ever seen in my life. And as I started to talk to people, I guess there was there's a seminar tomorrow with the Athletic Commission on 10-8s. So hopefully they can get this cleared up, especially in title. There's so much at stake in a title fight, more than just money, show and win and pay-per-view and championships and legacies. And it's just, you have to have the best of the best in title fights. So they've assured me that this guy isn't a bad guy. He just up and made a mistake, and it's unfortunate, and there's no way in hell that was a 10-8 round.
Now you kind of wonder what you do next, right? I mean, it sounds like Valentina's going to need surgery on her hand, so I don't know if that impacts it, but do you feel like they need to fight a third time?
You have to rematch. You have to do the rematch. We will rematch them. It's the right thing to do. It's the fight that needs to happen.
And then lastly, just to clarify, you talked about how Grasso, for sure, we want to have that rematch. If the injury of Shevchenko and the surgery of the recovery is long, are you still going to hold out and make that rematch?
No, we're comfortable with where she's at as far as her injury is. We're comfortable with it. That she should probably start striking again in 3 months or a little less. Yeah.
Gilbert Burns is hoping for a double knockout in Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. Speaking to Middle Easy, Burns said Costa, like everybody is saying, is huge. He's a big guy, but I don't think he has the heart that I have. I don't think he has the jiu-jitsu that I have. He doesn't have the get-ups that I have. He doesn't have the submission threat that I have. It kind of made Khamzat not want to grapple. I think he's very strong and a big guy, but I think he's going to gas. I don't like both of these guys. Double knockout would be the best result, but I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. If Khamzat is able to take him down, I think it will be a harder night for Costa. But in the other way too, if Costa is able to defend the takedown, it will be a hard night for Khamzat. So I think we're going to see the winner with how the first round goes. Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith believe Aljamain Sterling is more deserving of a rematch against Sean O'Malley than Israel Adesanya with Sean Strickland.
I hope they do it again, but then obviously that brings us to a conversation of things like, which there has been a lot of talk, Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya, although that is different because Izzy lost 2 out of his last 3 to 2 different people. So the same argument for my money doesn't necessarily apply there. Obviously, Aljamain Sterling, he's out there, he's saying if Izzy gets a rematch against Sean, then he should get one against Sean.
Which I agree with.
And again, I tend to agree with as well.
Yeah, I think Aljo's more deserving than Israel. Respect.
Yeah. Same.
With respect to Izzy, I think Aljamain is much more deserving.
I think the fact that, Izzy lost 2 out of his last 3, and we talked about this at the time, I think the best scenario for Sean, just to reiterate that, I think it's the best scenario for Sean to fight him again right now. Yeah. Not because Izzy deserves it. I think for Sean, I think he can go out there, he can beat him straight away. It doesn't give Izzy a chance to get his mojo back against someone else and rebuild that confidence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Close the chapter, close the book, get the big pay-per-view points against the biggest star in the division, because that is Izzy, without a question. Yeah. Then move on to the rest of the division.
So Dana White is facing some backlash today over claiming the Power Slap app did 350 million downloads.
Everything's good, man. Our video game, I don't know if I told you guys this already, but the video game did 350 million downloads and kicking, just kicking. So
Chase Hooper tweeted, "What the f is the Power Slap video game? The gameplay must be absolutely riveting." He followed up with this video. He wrote, "F. It's honestly worse than I imagined." This user tweeted this chart. It's of the most popular casual gaming apps downloaded in July. Subway Surfers is at the top with 19.62 million. This user posted this photo. It shows Minecraft sold 238 million copies. It says Power Slap now more popular than Minecraft. Get real, bro. This user said 350 million. Power Slap is in the Fortnite range apparently. This user tweeted this photo. It says Dana White stated Power Slap has 350 million downloads. Give me a fucking break. Nothing this guy says can be trusted. To read through some more. Guys, the Power Slap game did 350 million downloads with a gif of LeBron James. I love the Power Slap athletes I've interviewed. They are all really good people, so this is nothing against them. But this claim is so false it's honestly comedic. Here's a meme of Dana and Chatri from one championship. It says Dana White when he starts to talk about Power Slap numbers. He's lying. No universe this happened. Just so you know, Minecraft did 200 million and Grand Theft Auto 5 did 100 million. Ain't no way UFC or Power Slap did 350 million. Bro just blatantly lying. Ain't no one downloading that shit. And well, Play Store has it at 1 million, so maybe Apple has the other 349 million. Israel Adesanya uploaded a video to his YouTube channel today and explained how he's feeling now 1 week out since his loss to Sean Strickland. As he said during the fight, it felt like a bad dream. He said not even a nightmare. Nightmare is like, oh shit, A nightmare is like you're scared. This was like you try to hit the guy and it just feels like little arms. It just felt like a bad dream. Yeah, feeling and watching are completely different. I called Eugene right afterwards and we talked and same thing. We're quietly confident. Izzy also spoke on the interaction him and Sean had after the fight. Izzy confirms he did tell Sean not to talk about his family. Izzy said first thing I said to him, because he starts crying, is stop crying like a bitch. He started laughing. I was like, don't bring my family into this, and he's like, I'm sorry. Changed his tune at the post-fight though. I guess he has to keep up appearances. I just find it weird how you have a real moment and then like, yeah, it's all good. Keep it real. And that's gonna wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Sean O'Malley saying he thinks he could KO Alexander Volkanovski. It's from Chris Danks. It says Sugar is absolutely delusional if he thinks he's KOing Volk. The second one's from Swifty123. It's a reference to the photo going around of Darren Till, where fans are saying he doesn't look so good. It says hope Darren does well in life. He was talented, but got pushed too soon. What a shame. And the final one's from Warren Borman. It says Usman and Adesanya were the most active champions we've ever seen in the UFC, including Volk. While other champions try to hold on to that belt defending once a year or twice if lucky, these guys were active and fearless, fighting 3 or 4 times a year, lapping their respective divisions. It's crazy. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.